We are live. Time for me to go. Let me turn the volume off there. Go over here so that I can read better what people are saying. If anyone decides to actually come tonight and join us, which usually ends up happening. So, for those of you who are not live and who are watching this in the future, it's been anticipating this to be a short video because I'm really tired. Well, maybe not short. Maybe short's too wrong a word. Maybe about 30-40 minutes. However, it's gotten energetic before, and typically when I say it's going to be 30 to 40 minutes, we end up being a couple hours. So, for those of you in the future, this is a live, and for that matter, this is a live stream without a point to make. This is going to be a pure live discussion with everyone in the room because this story, I don't know if it's a story, this situation has come up several times in emails. People have been complaining about it, and I'm not saying that they're lying. In fact, I believe them, but I don't have evidence to necessarily publicly condemn Uber or the company that they're partnering with, Fair. And we'll talk about what I'm talking in a moment or two. So, by the way, if anyone watching this after the fact listens to any of this information, they say that's not correct. Okay, I don't have all the information with me. That's why we're having a live stream discussion about it. That's why we're having it. Now, before we get into any of that, let me refresh. I see there's a lot of people in here, and I want to at least say hi to the first people who came in and commented. There's my video. Let me check out who's in here. And okay, so hello, hello, Katie. Hello, Devil Boy 15P1. Hello, El Chapo. Hello, Hio Hong, Ruben, Seaside Surfs, Greg K, Chris Blanks, Come Sing, Sovereign Renaissance. Love you guys. I think did I see Ryan's Treasures? How you doing? That's as far up as it goes. If there's anyone before Ruben, I am. Oh, hello, Jeremy. I am sorry that I didn't get you again. And Romeo is here. So, okay, we've got 30 people here, and it's been a fairly long weekend, just to let you know. So that's why I'm leaning towards this is only going to be like 30 to 45 minutes, but who knows what's going to happen. So, you've seen the title of this video. Is Uber being fair with the bonuses given to fair drivers? Now, for those of you who do not know what fair is, let me tell you what it is. Fair is a company that you can rent a car through so that you can do rideshare, and instead of putting miles on your own car, you pay them about $204 a week, something around that. I mean, the cost may actually vary from city to city, like depending on where you are. And that's all it is. It doesn't matter how many miles you drive or anything, at least to my knowledge. Again, I haven't actually tried Fair. And you can put the wear and tear there for Uber and for if you want to do with Uber. And here's the thing. I am going to say right up front. Okay, only Uber. So thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. If you do Uber all the time, like all the time, like you're doing more than 8 hours a day, I actually think Fair is kind of a no-brainer, because if you're going to be putting that much vehicle, I'd rather you be putting it on someone else's vehicle. And yeah, it does cost you a couple $100 a week. Yeah, that's about $800 a month. You can write it off as a business expense. So I think it's worth it if you are, because I know some people who do this like 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, and I think they should be. However, in one of the ways to get drivers to test Fair out, they, first of all, they started reaching out to influencers. I'm not going to name the influencers because some of them I actually get along with quite well, and I don't want to throw them under the bus. But they reached out to influencers and did like little promotional interviews with them. I was not reached out to with them, by the way. That's not why I'm cautious of them, for reasons we're about to talk about right now. And they've had like very positive things to say about it. And again, in certain circumstances, I think, yeah, it makes sense. One of the ways that Fare and Uber were trying to attract people to use the service is by giving bonuses for trips being completed. And this is nothing new, by the way. Uber and Lyft and Postmates, all of them, especially when they were starting, they gave huge bonuses to drivers to test something out that they were working on. And this is basically no different. Because a lot of people would say, hey, I'm making like $300, $400 a week on Uber, and I can't afford to give them half the paycheck. So Uber would say, well, here's the thing. If you do this many rides, you'll get a bonus like this. And not only would you get the bonus, it would encourage you to take more rides, which means... Now, I got an email from Corey, who I'm only going to call him Corey. And, he said, hello, hope you're doing well. And by the way, he's one of the drivers. Like, he actually drives Uber and Lyft and has shown me screenshots of his trips to prove it. So, who watches my videos, and I've met him at a couple of the strikes and protests. Very nice guy, by the way. In fact, he was probably kind of the main inspiration for me going to one of the strikes. And he wrote to me, he said, I hope you're doing well. Below, I'm going to give you the Uber bonus structure that we are getting as Fare drivers. 4 months ago, when I started with Fare, he would get a bonus of $187 for 70 rides. For 125 rides, he would get a bonus of $305 if he did that many rides with a Fare vehicle. Now, that's pretty good, especially the 125 rides, because granted, it's a little stressful to get that amount of rides, but when you do that, your Fare rental is essentially covered and you get a little bonus. And you can keep all the money that you make. So that sounds like a great deal. It's pretty awesome. Like, heck, under those circumstances, I am even tempted to give it a try myself. However, the email continues, obviously. And he says, 5 weeks ago, a new bonus structure started. And the new bonus structure was if you gave 90 rides, you got $185. And if you gave 125 rides, you got $235. Now, this is kind of a mixture of doing more while getting less into circumstances. First of all, with the 125 rides, you are making $70 less for the exact same amount of rides that you have given. As for the lower tier, you have to give 20 more rides to get $2 less than what you would have made 4 months ago. As a bonus, of course. And starting today, which for the record, this email was sent 13 days ago. It might have gone down more since then. 90 rides would net you a $150 bonus. And 125 rides net you a $205 bonus. So here's what it went to. 4 months ago, if you did 70 trips, this bonus would cover roughly 90% of your Fare fee, so to speak. You would, because the Fare fee, again, in most places is $205 a week. So $187, that's like $13 that you have to spend to rent your Fare vehicle. That's pretty good, and you get to keep all that money. And if you did 125 rides, hey, the Fare fee that was taken care of, and you got a $100 bonus. So that, and you don't have to put any of your vehicle on your own, on any wear and tear on your own car. So this was a pretty good deal so far. And then it gets worse. Now here's where it's at today, assuming it hasn't changed again. If you do 90 rides, not 70, 90 rides, you will get $150, which means you will still owe $55 for your Fare vehicle rental. Which, again, if you're doing this all the time, well, if you're doing it all the time, you're never going to get that low. But for part-time, I don't know. You are paying a lot less. However, you're doing more rides and taking more time. Now, if you do 125 rides, they'll still give you enough to cover the Fare rental, but you're not getting any bonus at this point. And Corey continues, I'm sure we'll drop again in 4 or 5 weeks. Total BS, which I agree with. Oh, speaking of Corey, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do I have my water? Yes, I do have my water. I will drink to your good health, and thank you for the tip. Sorry it took so long to get around to talking about it. Water tastes really good right now. So he continues to ride. I drive 7 days a week and about 45 to 50 hours. I've been only going for 90 rides, probably wise. When you go for 125 rides, it just becomes too stressful for a lot of reasons. Because there were times that I actually did do like 125 rides. Heck, there was a period in my life where Uber was giving away like $2,000 bonuses, believe it or not. Or was it 500? 500, 200. You know what? Let's go low. It's probably $500. I think it's 500 sounds more likely. I think 2,000 with a Lyft bonus. Where if you did like 200 rides in the Los Angeles area, you would get like a $500 bonus. And they did it like for 4 weeks in a row. And for those 4 weeks, I was in Los Angeles hustling, getting between 205 to 215 rides every week to ensure that I got the bonus. I was making really good money. But it takes a toll on your health. I was eating horribly. I think I gained like 25 pounds in those 4 weeks alone. And the sleep was horrible. So, and of course, you were stuck in traffic all day. So, and if it slowed down, you want to take a nap or something? Nope, keep driving. Got to make that bonus. So it's probably wise to not aim for the 125 because I think around 100 rides for the week, that's when it starts getting a little stressful. Some people might disagree. But here's the thing. So he continues, with taxes, the rental is $205 a week, and I get gas at Costco, and that equals to about $130 a week on average. Just a little about me. I've driven 2.5 years. I currently have a 4.8 rating, and I've given over 15,000 rides. Good for you. I've given over 5,000 rides combined, which, you know, some people might say, oh, that's not very much. It's like, well, yeah, I kind of stopped doing it a while ago. If I had kept doing it, I'd be around this area. I've driven my own car, a Hertz rental, Maven Chevy Bolt, and now trying Fair. Then he gave me a cell phone. I actually called him. He didn't pick up, but I left a message thanking him. And again, I couldn't actually, because I kind of reached out to this incognito on like uberpeople.net and asked if any, and a lot of people had said, yeah, like our fare bonuses are lower, but people weren't actually documenting the bonuses getting lower over time. It's just, you know, one day they were lower. And that's what Uber does. Uber always gives you like a little bit of a sweet deal, kind of get you hooked on it, and then they cut the rates. Now, here's a positive. These are car rentals. You can stop doing it whenever you want. It might not seem like that's a good thing, but hear me out. This is not the first time Uber's done this. One of the reasons that some people feel very obligated to drive for Uber. Oh, someone from Stockton. I just drove through there this afternoon. Is when how should I put this? When Uber was starting out, it was like, hey, come drive for Uber and make extra money. Don't have a vehicle? Hey, guess what? You can finance one through us. And when you hi kissing. When you finance through us, it'll be taken out of your Uber pay, and that will pay for your vehicle, and whatever's extra you can keep. And a lot of people did that because, first of all, that would help them make more money. Secondly, it would help them pay for a new car, and I know people who were doing that. However, there was nothing in that agreement that said you would have the same rates forever. So a lot of people got into these long-term contracts that they had to pay for these brand new expensive cars, and when the rates got lowered, you were stuck. You were absolutely stuck with these cars and a car payment that you no longer could technically afford unless you continue to work more and more hours, or unless you magically got a much better job and could make the car payment yourself with your day job, which a lot of people driving Uber didn't have day jobs at the moment. They were driving for Uber. Now, obviously, they were getting a new car explicitly to drive for Uber. So, believe it or not, being a rental and you being able to say, you know what, this isn't worth it anymore, so I'm just going to walk away from it, that's actually a good thing. I never thought I'd actually say that, but that's actually a good thing. If you decide, hey, the bonuses aren't really working out for me anymore, I'm just going to take the car and I'm going to like discontinue Fair, because one of the things that Fair brags about is like there's no long-term commitment. It's week by week. And as a result, you can get out of it whenever you want. Now, I think one of the downsides for them on that one is when things like this happen, they will see a decrease in renters. Because why would you want to do more rides for less bonus money? Why would you? It just doesn't make sense. So, anyway, we're going to start reading some of the comments to see who's been commenting about fare. My perspective on this is like, again, I can't prove that Uber is actually lowering the bonuses. I mean, the person who wrote this, gave the email, did send me screenshots of his previous trips, and there was a section for bonus, and they do match up with what he was saying, by the way. The only reason it's technically not proof is because it just says Uber bonus. It doesn't say exactly what the bonus is. For the record, I believe him. I feel he has no reason to lie about it, and it sounds like something Uber would completely do. But I want to bulletproof this conversation by saying I don't 100% know. I just have a really strong feeling that that's the case. Oh, hey, Steven, moderators has come in. Welcome, Steven. So I'm going to now start reading some of your guys' comments about fare. I can see that people are talking, and we'll see what they say. So Rihanna Wilson says, Fare and Express Drive shouldn't put restrictions on what platforms we can drive on. We are supposed to be independent contractors. Yes, however, I will say this. If Fare and Uber made a deal, and you want to rent Fare for the purpose of using Uber, because Uber's policy says you have to use your own vehicle. They can't say you can use someone else's vehicle. But they have decided to make a deal with Fare so that you can use it, and as part of the deal, it's exclusive. And by the way, Lyft does the same thing. They have an express program where if you rent for the Lyft platform and you've made that deal with them, but you drive for Uber, then you are charged for those miles. So I understand where you're coming from. I don't think this is quite the same thing, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Mike says, but around January, I'm starting Police Academy. Oh, well, good for you. Glad to hear that. Bruce from Texas says, hello from Dallas, Texas. Hope everyone has a great and profitable weekend. Well, my fiance Katie had a profitable weekend. She had her second of 3 bridal showers and got a lot of gift cards and a lot of money. None of which she's sharing with me, but that's fine. There's an R2D2 purse that she wants at Disneyland, and I hope that, and this definitely helps her get it. But she made out pretty good this weekend. So let's see here. Dame Kevin is a baller. He has a Shark Tank. Oh, yeah, my digital aquarium. Rihanna says, in San Diego, it's hard to get 90 rides without working an insane amount of hours. I agree. That's by design. Devil Boy said, what is it that you're questioning? It's unfair for Uber to change the pay structure, or it's unfair to those who don't have a fair car? My questioning is Uber lowering the bonuses for fare renters, which is the point of this discussion video, is to find out if anyone agrees with Corey's assessment that Uber is lowering the bonuses. So let's see here. Rihanna says, the thing that sucks about rentals is that if you are sick for multiple days, you lose money. That is true. Michael Ive said, greetings from LA, Lower Alabama. Oh, well, hello, welcome. Greg K says, yeah, I remember one driver committed suicide over being stuck with a huge car bill. I remember that too. I think I talked about it years ago. I think it was a YouTube guy named the Angry Rideshare Driver or something like. Is that true? I'm gonna look that guy up. I'm gonna look him up to see if he has a channel. Let's see here. The Angry Rideshare Driver. That sounds like I cannot find a channel called the Angry Rideshare Driver. However, that sounds like that's like a good name to use for a YouTube channel. If anyone wants to create a rideshare channel, maybe that's one to recommend. Kevin Depoy says, I'm sorry, I know I'm mispronouncing that incorrectly. I'm doing fare right now, and yeah, it's 150 compared to 185 2 weeks ago. Okay, so one person has backed up Corey's claims that Uber has dropped the fare bonuses. And by the way, I want to stress again, I never did not believe Corey. I'm just saying the screenshots, even though I believe that they were bonuses for fair, just didn't say they were fair bonuses. So I just have to that. Devil Boy 15P1 said, I can verify that it is 90 trips for $150. Okay, that's a second confirmation. George says, hey, Kevin, hey, Katie. Hi, George. How you doing? Rena says, I think more people are going on back to buying stuff because renting is getting too expensive. I loved Maven, then I had to stop renting from them because they charge almost $400 a week. Yeah, that's too much. A lot of Maven drivers went over to Fair due to the price increase. Yeah, but unfortunately, because I think Maven's price, maybe that's where they're going to make money. Because if you're renting out to rideshare, there's way more wear and tear on the vehicle that's being put on it than there is money coming from the people renting. So, Fair comes along, charges a lot less. Everyone jumps ship there. Fair will probably raise their price at some point, and it won't be worth it again. Someone else is going to try, so it's going to be a vicious cycle for a while. Let's see here. Romolo says, hello from Boston. Well, hello. Steven says, there are some stories in NYC, LOL, about the cap sum push to stop it, but yeah, Uber will do as they want till it's regulated. Damien says, is Fair charging per mile like Lyft and Hertz? No, they are not. Let's see here. Chris Blank said, I have a Fair car, and what he says is correct about the bonus. Okay, that's a fourth confirmation. So, I'm pretty much going to say that from everything I've read, what I believe, my experience with Uber, my experience with this person, I fully believe that this is happening. I believe 100% that Uber is dropping the bonuses for Fair drivers. So now that, of course, begs the question, is it even worth it to you anymore? Because, again, at one point, if you did so many rides, you would have the Fair fee taken care of, plus you get a bonus. You get to keep all that money that you made. You wouldn't put any miles on your own vehicle, which is probably the most important thing. That's where people get into real financial ruin with this, is that they drive so much that their cars become practically unusable. So yeah. Now that I've had this discussion, it seems like that's true. So, all right, now let's continue the comments, and maybe we'll move on to another topic. I don't know. Again, I'm a little tired tonight, but we'll see if we can't keep this going at least 45 minutes. So, let's see here. DJ Mecca says, I'm about to leave Maven myself. I'm not going to pay $446 a week. Oh, no, that's ridiculous. Salvador Geronimo said, it's true. That's why I stopped renting from Fair. And Greg K says, could have been angry Uber driver. Let's see. So, anyway, it's kind of I couldn't find it. That's the bottom line. Rihanna says, yeah, I was renting a Chevy Cruze from them, and they were talking about $364 a week. That's insane. Yes, it is. DB says, yes, they are. I'm doing the Hertz rental program, and it changed from 75 to 90 with difference in amounts. Yep. Chris Blank says, I posted about it to scroll up. Oh, okay, I think I covered that. Let's see here. Gold Glove Venture says, I do the Lyft Express and just do my 20 rides to keep the car and do deliver apps after that. Way better deal in my opinion. Devil Boy says, Fair outsources their vehicle maintenance to a company that has fleet account with most corporate garages. And Adneen Kareem says, hi, Kevin, congratulations on getting married. Well, I'm not married yet, but that's coming up. 48 days, and then there will be a ring on this finger. And Katie will be, I'm going to be moving this setup like over there, like this. Like, the reason if you see boxes and stuff is because all of this is getting rearranged right now. It's actually going to be looking messy for the next few weeks. But yeah, so instead of facing this way, we're going to be facing that way. There's no TV there, but we're going to like hang up a and stuff like that, autograph poster, so it should look really classy. And there'll be like a queen size bed here with Mickey and Minnie bed sheets because she got that at the bridal shower, which they're adorable. And yeah, I'm gonna lean into that stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm a total nerd. What can I say? And so yeah, she'll probably be in the back, but I'm not technically married yet. But thank you. Mustafa says, greetings and salutations, longtime subscriber. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. George says, I've been using my Uber card since I am Uber Pro Diamond, and I'm getting 16.5% instant discount on Exxon Mobil gas station. Well, that's nice. I mean, the Costco gas is cheaper still, but good on the discount. Corey says, so sorry, Kevin. I guess it was a typo. My rating is a 4.98. Yeah, that's fine. Also, I never received a message. I'll email you later. Thanks again for touching on stuff. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Devil Boy said, is it worth it? Hasn't been since Uber dropped the rate 6 months ago. It's totally up to you, to be perfectly honest. Hi, Kazim again. Let's see here. And Damien says, Devil Boy, how are you able to do Lyft with a fare car? So is that, I think I'm caught up now. Huh. Am I caught up? Yeah, I'm caught up. Okay, guys, so we have about 60 people watching live. I guess if we get 100 likes somehow, the beanie goes off, but I don't think that's going to be one of these nights tonight, to be perfectly honest. But feel free to like the video anyway. So do we have any other questions, any other topics? Thanks for pronouncing my name right. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I got it right. I was a little concerned that I wouldn't. Let's see here. Devil Boy said, Photoshop the insurance card. No, do not do that. That could be considered fraud. Do that. Whatever your reasons are, don't be photoshopping insurance cards or with sensitive information. I mean, I know you're probably saying it for a joke, but no, don't do it. Please, nobody Photoshop insurance cards. So, do you have any final topics we want to talk about? Any questions? Any additional comments? So, I mean, I will say one thing, a little side note. I was in Sacramento this weekend, and Dimple Records is going out of business. I don't know why. I've been talking to like the people who work there, and they pretty much confirmed that the stores are doing well. They're making a lot of sales. The owners just want to sell the place and retire, so they're liquidating the stores. They're selecting some of the merchandise they want to keep. They're going to open a new store in Folsom after the liquidation starts. But I bought the last stuff that I probably will ever buy at Dimple Records. Now, I won't show it all here because it's a lot. I'll put it on my Apptrepreneur vlog channel. But one of my final things that I bought was this vinyl, a show by Martin Scorsese and Mick Jagger, complete first season. I don't think this has a second season, but I always wanted to watch it, so for $6, I'd buy it. Seems kind of odd, so I'm buying a show called Vinyl on Blu-ray, which apparently is dying. So I'm buying a show about apparently a dead physical media format on a dead physical media format from a store that was dying because streaming has taken over. That's all sort of real life screwed up meta that I don't even know how to react to that. I'm going to show everything that I got at my last Dimple run on the vlog channel, maybe Tuesday. But okay, let's go back to this. That's a negative Ghost Rider. Oh, that's about the insurance. Yeah, that's a total negative. Rihanna says, Kevin, do you think people will go back to buying since rental companies are screwing over drivers? In terms of rideshare, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person and their market. Because here's the thing. You really, renting and buying is not great for rideshare regardless how you look at it. You don't want to be doing, unless the car is paid off for, like if you buy like a previously used car that's in pretty good condition, you pay $5,000 cash, there's no payments, guess what? That's probably worth it to do rideshare. But if you have like a payment, it's not worth doing Uber Lyft because that car could die before you pay off the car. And if you rent it, they're taking too much of your money now for it to be worth it. So I don't know. Fair was making it worth it, but I don't know where we stand now. Let's see here. Greg K says, Kevin, I have a great Uber driver deactivation to share with you. I'll be PMing you on Facebook with the details in the next video. Okay, thanks. I can't always guarantee I'll share every story, but I am definitely welcome to hearing anything. Ryan says, do you also find it disappointing that Steamboat Willie, The Parent Trap, and Mary Poppins are the only shorts and live-action films from the Walt era that will be on Disney Plus at launch? Yeah, I do, but I think more will be on there at some point. My biggest concern right now, though, is are they going to be censored? And I'm wondering if the Disney fans got on Disney's case about that because I don't know. Dumbo's no longer scheduled. The animated Dumbo's no longer scheduled to be on Disney Plus, and this was after they announced that the Crows were going to be taken out. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to figure out what to do with their old stuff that has some questionable elements in it. Corey says, "Did you listen to the Rideshare Guys podcast? It was the CEO fair last week. Pretty interesting." No, I haven't. I probably should have. I drove for 16 hours. I was talking to Katie, and we had a lot to talk about. So I didn't listen to any podcasts while I was driving. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, you did buy a used car for rideshare. Oh, well, again, as long as you can pay it off right away and there's no payment, then yeah, that's probably worth it. Put enough money aside, in my opinion, until you've repaid yourself back for the car and start saving money for the next car. Yeah, that might work. Let's see here. Damien says, Kevin, what do you think about Lyft requiring new signups to be 2017 vehicles? Oh, that's stupid. That is absolutely stupid. They do not pay enough to tell people that you can only have a 2017 or newer. No, absolutely, they do not pay enough to do that. So, I mean, that will probably cap the vehicles. I mean, they've got like a captive deal with New York. Maybe this is just one way. But yeah, no, that is I know that they want to say like, we have nicer cars, but here's the thing. If they were going to do that, they should have said, hey, we are going to raise the rates to $2 a mile. As a result of this rate increase, we are requiring all Lyft drivers to have a 2017 or newer vehicle. I think drivers would have understood that a little bit more. But nope, they just said, hey, we're only accepting 2017 newer. And by the way, still getting paid terrible money. So, I don't know. Devil Boy says, you're on the policy, but don't put your name on it for this reason. Insurance company refuses it. Look, I just don't doctor. Unless you're going to just do it for private, but don't doctor insurance. It's just not a good idea. Driver 631, what do you think about the shootings? I honestly have not read much about the shootings because I've been driving most of the weekend. We've had a very, very hectic weekend, but I've read a little bit about them, and of course it's sad. It's absolutely sad that it happened. So I hope that they catch the shooters if they haven't already. Hey, Moose is here. He says, are you aware if AB5 will allow Uber and Lyft to lower the mileage rate? There is no law saying what must be paid for the mileage rate or if they have to pay all the mileage. What do you think? I think one of the things about AB5, if I recall, is that one of the things that Uber and Lyft would have to do to ensure that their drivers are independent contractors is they have to have some say in the rates. So if that is true, then basically they would say this is the starting rate, and if you want to ask for more, you can ask for more. Now, some people might ask, well, how would that work? And I think it would work pretty easily. Someone would call a ride, and they would list the vehicles and the drivers. They'd say, here's the driver's vehicle, here's their star rating, here's how much they charge for the ride. And the passenger would pick which person they want to drive them, based on whatever reason. I think that's how it would look if Uber and Lyft actually complied with AB5 to keep the drivers independent. Welcome to Keys Nation said, Kevin, DVD is so old school. That's not a DVD, that's a Blu-ray. That's a Blu-ray. You see that? It's a Blu-ray. It's not a DVD. Although I think it's actually a combo set, so it probably has DVDs in there. So let's see here. George Snyder said, what are fair new conditions? Did I miss that part? Yeah, you missed the whole fair conversation. The first 22 minutes is about fair, so when the video ends, you can kind of come back and check it out. Greg K says, once you get into a rental thing, it's really tough to be able to buy. No, I know. I have experience with that, unfortunately. Michael Elias, does Katie still drive rideshare? Yes, she does, but she only drives to make $50 a week. It's just to make a little extra money, and if you're going to just drive 3 or 4 hours a week, whatever. We do Postmates together, though. Let's see here. Devil Boy said, I wish Fair had a lease to buy option. Yeah, they'll probably never have that. Let's see here. Ryan says, do you think that the scenes with Smoke in the Parent Trap won't be cut then, since it was on their list of launch out the Disney Plus you made earlier this week? I wouldn't be surprised if smoking was cut. Oh, Los Angeles, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. $5 super chat. I've got my chips here. I'm gonna have a drink in your honor. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Corey says, Fair is now giving a $40 a month bonus for for diamond drivers. Well, okay, first of all, that's nice of them. Actually, no, that is very nice about them. That is nice about them. I'm glad that they're getting a $40 $40 a month bonus. I mean, that's like what, $10 a week, something like that. So that's nice. However, I'm getting a little more and more annoyed by Uber Pro, if only because the bonuses that they are offering, the bonuses that they are offering are things that honestly they should be giving anyway. Like, there's this other Uber tuber out there, and I'm not gonna share his name. He doesn't like me, frankly. I like his videos though. He doesn't believe me on that, but I do. He shared like, and I'm just gonna tell you what this is. He shared like a new perk that Uber Pro, like the diamond drivers get, and I totally believe he would be a diamond driver with how much he drives. And he wrote, "Diamond drivers can now see trip direction. Heck yeah, I'll take it." Now, a few things about. First of all, if he wants to be excited about this, you know what? Fine. That's his prerogative. Perfectly fine with that. I'm just giving my opinion, of course, and of course I have to be a negative Nancy about this because the screenshot he shows, it says Uber X. It has the little icon representing the passenger because they still haven't figured out to put profile pictures on the app, even though there's all those mistaken identity problems. It shows that the ride is like less than a mile. It shows that there's a surge of $8, and underneath it says 4-minute trip southwest. Now, let's talk about the good thing about this. Yes, Southwest does give you an idea of where you're driving. It does. So that actually can be helpful if like you're trying to do this and you don't want to head in too far in a certain direction. So that's a positive. I will grant them that. But I don't think this is worth getting that excited about because that's really the only advantage that it has. It still does not tell you where you're going exactly, which as an independent contractor, you should be privy to that information. Here's the other thing. This is information they should be giving you whether you're a Diamond Pro driver or not. This is information giving everyone, not just the pros. Because, by the way, the pros aren't going to use this information. Not really. They accept every ride. They might decline 1 or 2 rides because of this, but they pretty much accept any ride that they want. So, I mean, it is sad that where it's like them telling us which direction of the compass we're heading is considered like, yeah, baby. But such is the state of affairs these days. Now, again, I don't want. I like this guy's videos, and if he's excited about that, you know what, perfectly fine. I'm glad he's happy. I just personally don't think that it's worth getting that excited about. You know, it just dawned on me, I didn't even read the message from Los Angeles for the super chat. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Detroit doesn't do rentals. I never got a bonus when I joined. Congrats on getting married, Kevin. Thanks. 48 days. 48 days I'll be married. Devil Boy said, $2 a mile, I'd be in heaven. Let's see here. Greg K says the old sidecar deal. Yeah, no, it worked. It worked. I mean, not enough to keep him out of business, but it worked. James says bonuses are a joke. Let's see here. Corey says, hey, Detroit, I'm from Michigan, and I had the worst experience with Uber while visiting the D a month ago. No phone mounts, 2 30-minute pickups, and one person picked me up with a different car than it said. Let's see here. Damien says, and Team LMDU is, hey, Team LMDU is online, guys. Let's, I like to do this once in a while. Let's live stream bomb him. Or wait, no, he's not going live. There's wait, is this live? This back to Six Flags. Oh, it is. Okay, let's see if this works as well as it did with Pete.
That's fun. Now I am back. What's going on, Eddie? How you doing? What's happening?
Hi, Tony.
Had some fun. Now I'm back.
Hi
back to reality. back to the work grind. Back to all that good stuff. I hope you're all doing well today. Hope you're all doing spiffy.
No, let's not do it that way.
Hope you all made some money, but most importantly, I hope you had fun while you made said money.
You
just finished Dashing Eddie. How did you do today?
On my
was it
channel.
A good Sunday? Was it a bad Sunday? Was it a so-so Sunday? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
So let's.
I took a road trip. I drove from Northern California to Southern California. Went to Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh, we just passed Magic Mountain today, Katie.
My company actually didn't end up doing a picnic. What's up, Kevin?
Yo,
how
Tony.
you doing, man?
Doing
Hogan
good.
reports. You're live streaming, Kevin. Well, thank you so much. How you doing, everybody?
like I think we're doing good. Good.
But now, yes, I'm back to the grind.
We're doing
Fun time
fine.
is over now. It's going to be making money time right now. Well, as of tomorrow.
I just drove past.
I had one hell of a weekend. It was tiring. It's tiring taking a road trip.
Today.
I did it, and all that good stuff. Update on my car, though. I got an update on my car. Get this. I had a vacuum leak on my car. Right on, Kev. Had a vacuum leak on my car. The mechanic finally called me back the other day before I left and let me know he repaired it, which is cool. Oh, did you drive by Magic Mountain today? Right on. I went yesterday. 103 yesterday, or it was about 103 or 100 or whatever. It was hot yesterday. You know, and we were able to get on a lot of the rides early and didn't have to wait in the sun.
Okay.
Anyway, a vacuum leak on my car.
Into the vacuum leak first.
They found a water pump that was leaking.
Ooh.
But my water pump, my mechanic just put that in about 7 months ago. So it was from him. Well, from where he got it, it was under warranty. So
good.
I was able to get the water pump fixed for free. He said he's going to go after the company he bought the parts for his labor. Coffee lover, what is going on?
Glad to hear it worked.
And my flashing battery light. Don't know how this happened. It was an easy fix. It didn't cost anything either. I guess my car...
All right, if he says goodbye, I'll have to check it out later. Anyway, let's get back to this live stream. I'm sure we'll be here for a few more minutes at the very least. All right, so let's see here. Damien says time and direction are better than nothing. Well, they're not showing exactly how long the trip is, unless it's like over 45 minutes. So it could still be somewhere between 5 to 40 minutes, and they won't tell you how long it is. They are telling you the direction. I mean, yeah, it's better than nothing. However, it's like I kind of think like that argument, like, well, it's better than nothing. It really shouldn't be used as an excuse for anything. I mean, the last time that was famously said was when the one of the video game project developers for Mighty Number 9 was looking over the game that people had spent over $4 million on, I believe, to crowdfund, and he was complaining about all these things that were happening, and said, well, it's not what I would have liked, but I guess it's better than nothing, and it's like, oh, geez, no, that's not what you want here. So, all right. Morgan says, I am an Uber driver, and I'm considering gold, and I can see how far the estimated trip is going to be. Well... Do they do that? I guess they do. Yeah, actually, no. Now that I think about it, I think, so, heads up, we detected copyright audio and video in your stream. Your stream might be temporarily... What the heck? Hold on, guys. Let me refresh this. Oh, geez, because it's in the background. Is that what it is? Well, it's like... So, I'm getting a notification from YouTube right now. It says, heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. So, oh boy, let's see if this does anything. Let's see. Let's close the Shark Tank. Let's close the Shark Tank. Let's do screensaver. Windows 95. Why not? There we go. Classic. So if the thing, if it ends up getting blocked or something to that effect, I can't do anything about that. But well, anyway, I think we're going to be closing this anyway. It's been 45 minutes. Again, I'm pretty tired today. But hey, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for having this conversation. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for all the good wishes. For anyone who might have watched this in the future and didn't watch this live, what are your thoughts on all this? I'd love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon. If you want more content from me that's not rideshare related, check me out at Kevin T. Rodriguez, the Apptrepreneur Vlogs, and Autograph Hound YouTube channels. If you want to talk to me or any other fellow rideshare drivers, check us out on Facebook at the Apptrepreneur Hangouts. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one. Let's hope that this video actually stays up after I end this.